paint with me. I haven't used my sketchbook in a really long time. I certainly haven't painted in a very, very long time. But last night I just had this idea to draw out a mother swan with her 3 babies on her back. So I prepared some white paint with a tiny bit of blue and I mixed it all together. I wanted a really, really pale blue color for the swans. And for the initial stroke, I wanted to keep it really long. I just liked the idea of the mother swan's head and body just connecting in the same curve. So I was really focused on that, and then I just sort of copied the shape of my initial sketch and just tried to get lots of that blue, that pale blue down there. I like to go quite heavy on the paint, so you can see there's definitely some texture in there. Next up, I added a bit more blue. This is for the little babies. Just wanted something slightly darker. And yeah, I wasn't having luck with that brush. It just was the wrong thickness. I was just feeling a bit fussy in terms of brushes, but we got there in the end. I just painted out some simple shapes for those baby swans. I actually thought they kind of looked like you'd see at a bowling alley, like a bowling skittle. That's about when I noticed I wanted to make a change to the mother swan. I kind of just forgot what I was doing and didn't mix the right color and painted it on there. Proceeded to freak out, mix in some more white, and I think in the end it was all good. Next I just went for some pure white for the swan's eyes. I started with the baby swans first and then did the mummy swans next. I have this really orangey red shade and I just love how it looks with blue, so I decided to use that for the beaks, and I actually end up using it a little bit more and a wee bit, just to add a bit of a background pattern. I just love how it looks with the blue. It really pops. The baby swans were really easy to do in terms of beaks. It was basically just 2 lines. There's an Instagram page I really like which has ducks with flowers on their heads. It's called Mother the Mountain, and that just kind of inspired this. I thought, I kind of went through in my head what I wanted on the swan's head. My first thought was doing a crown or tiara or something, and then I thought, no, let's go with a flower. And then I sort of ummed and ahed, would the babies have the same color? And I just love the color yellow, and I thought we've got the 3 primary colors going on there. We've got blue, red, and yellow, so I thought that would look really cool. So yellow flowers for the baby swans. And after I finished their flower hats, I decided to add some flowers to the background. I just love a pattern. I love kind of a bit of chaos and lots of color and happiness when I paint, so I really tried to get that coming through this one, just getting some lovely flowers, little rays of sunshine in this painting. And it ties in nicely to the little hats as well. Okay, so next I needed to add the eyes. I was really nervous about this because it's such a bold black on top of the other colors. It's easy to make a mistake, but luckily it worked perfectly. In my sketch, the mother swan had eyelashes, but I just decided I wasn't going to risk it. So I just didn't do it in the painting form. If I did this on a bigger scale, because it's quite small, I think I would add eyelashes. And then I just add a little rosy cheek. Next up, I needed some more red, and I added a little bit of green as well. First up, I used green for the tops of the flowers, but I also needed it because I want to add some tulip style flowers as well. Oh yeah, I finished these yellow flowers first, just with a little bit of white in the middle. Okay, so time for my tulips. Like I said, I like a bit of chaos, I like a pattern, so I decided to just add these all over. I actually really loved the painting at this point, to be honest. I ended up changing it near the end, but I really loved how it looked here. I just like the pattern against the plain background. So then I decided to add in some wing detail. I liked how those turned out. I didn't nail it, like my brush, wrong brush choice on the wing, but yeah, that's all right. And then I decided to add in some stems for the tulips. We've got some lovely wavy lines that are going all the way down to the bottom of the page. This bit was really tricky doing around the baby birds, but that's all right. And then finally, I decided to add a lot of black. That's what I mean. Like, I really like the painting at this point. I equally love it when I add the black. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a little former emo kid slash still pretty emo. So I do like the black, but I also really like how it looked plain. This bit also just made me really nervous. Like, I'm painting, like, I wanted to get the right angle so it looked good on screen, so I'm painting at kind of a weird angle, like sideways, if that makes sense. So I was like really nervous painting so much black on this. I definitely made a few mistakes. Like, I think if you look at the yellow flowers, they're definitely messy, but like I said, I like chaos. I quite like messy paintings. I like all that sort of stuff. I love being able to see the texture of the paint, and that's something that I think really comes across with the black, which is really cool. And basically I just tried to get as close as possible. I probably would have used a different brush, but that's okay. I'm happy with how it went. It still looks really cute. And like I said, like, this is a pretty small painting. Like, you can see how big it is compared to my hand, my normal size hands. So it's like pretty small. But I think, like, if I did this bigger, which I am actually kind of tempted to do, like an enormous version of this, I would add more details. Oh, and this is where I made the mistake. I accidentally painted over the green stem at the bottom there. I was like, no, I was so gutted. So I just added some more green. I just sort of patched it up a little bit. I couldn't get it perfect, but I just decided it's fine. And that's my painting. Remember to subscribe.